Hey everybody, I brought you out here today because I thought we would harvest the seed from this golden giant amaranth. But you know what? Other than maybe one or two of these individual seed spires being ready, I think they need a little more time. The seeds aren't readily coming off. But luckily, I see something over here that just might be the easiest seed I've ever harvested. So let's do that instead. Earlier in the season, I tried planting 5 long rows of dill. And I'd never grown dill before. My hope was I would get so much dill that I could make tons and tons of pickles because we were getting tons and tons of cucumbers. Well, that didn't really work out, and I think it was mostly because of how much shade they were getting in this area. There wasn't any sun until about noon, which I was hoping was going to be a good thing because on the other side of the sky, we have wide open spaces all the way until about 6 to 8 o'clock in the afternoon, depending on whether it was spring or summer. So now, what do we have? Well, we have some dill seed heads that are actually ready to be harvested. So let's do that. You know, normally when I harvest seed, I'm having to deal with some kind of covering. You know, there's going to be you know, the hull around the lettuce seed, or there's the fruit or the vegetable itself, the flesh of it. But look at that. I mean, that was pretty easy. Look at all them seeds already. That's going to take very little to get the chaff out of that. Let me go get some more. Now, I was expecting to use the fresh seed heads, so you're going to have to tell me, other than planting these again next year, what are dill seeds used for? They're still very aromatic. I can smell them from here, so I'm guessing there's still a culinary use that people have, but I don't know what it is. Well, if you've ever doubted that you can save seeds, I think that I've got this one figured out for you. Grow some dill, and you will have the easiest seed saving I think I've ever done. And I've saved a reasonable amount of seed, enough to write website articles about. There we go. Dill seed. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of that chaff, that trash out of there. So all I'm trying to accomplish here is I'm rubbing everything together and try to break the seeds from the stems even more. Try to break down the stems. And it seems like doing this not only makes your hands smell really good, but it's going to make those pieces small enough that we can try to let the chaff blow in the wind, like you're so familiar with seeing it done or hearing it done with wheat. So you can already see it's much more easier to see the dill seed now because of all the little stems are gone. Now, we don't have much of a breeze out here. I've got this Pyrex dish out here, and I was wanting to try to let the chaff blow away, but we don't have much of a breeze today, so I think I'm going to have to try to fake it. So what I'm going to try to do here is replicate things I've seen other people do. I don't remember where I first saw it, or I would give them credit for it, but we use this angle on the little Pyrex here to let us try to blow the chaff out without getting the seed out. And I'm seeing it work. I'm seeing, I don't think the camera is going to be able to pick it up, but I'm seeing some chaff blow off. I won't say I'm not missing any seeds. I'm sure I'm losing one or two, but I got a lot more seeds there than I did do chaff now. It's not working too bad. I'd be happy setting that aside. I'd want to go through it a little bit more if I'm going to use this in cooking for something. So that's saving dill seeds. That's got to be the easiest seed I've ever tried to save. This is something I would put in a container and save these seeds for planting. There's very little debris left in there. So let me know what you do with dill seeds besides just saving them to replant dill again next year. And let me know when you put dill in the ground. I think part of my problem was I put them in too late. From what I've read, these are better to plant first thing in the season, and they do better in the cool. And I planted them more toward like when we would normally plant corn, when it's starting to get a good bit warm outside. So let me know what you think about how to deal with this dill and what I can do with it in the future to grow it better. If you haven't been here before, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button up there in the corner. We'd love to have you back here on the homestead and see what we do next time. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time.